Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Let me know in the chat just to make sure everything's working. We're going to get the town hall started here in just a moment. Welcome to the Valor Community Town Hall for June. Can you guys believe we are over halfway through the year? Or at least halfway through the year already? It's crazy. Can't believe it. We're going to get the presentation up on screen here in just a moment, and then we will get going. Don't remind me, for real. I can't believe Brass, I hate that. I hate everything about that. We are closer to 2050 than 2020 officially. The hell? What the hell? Hope everybody's doing well. For those of you who were able to come out to the stream yesterday, thank you very much. For those who donated, thank you very much. The stream went fantastic. We averaged just around 60 viewers the entire time, which was amazing, and we raised $800 for Pause Your Game. I know we still have one more stream to go on the 5th for the World Finals. The EU Finals are currently going on as we speak. But from Flip Method and the Pause Your Game team, they wanted to say thank you to us for all of our hard work and everything that we did. The stream went fantastic, like I said. So that was great. Jed, are you sharing your screen? You are. Sorry, it wasn't loading for me. Okay. I'll stop rambling and we'll get going. If we can go to the next slide. So, as always, our vision and values can be found on our website, but our primary focus is always the community, respect, inclusivity, leadership, and support. We're going to be talking about a few things coming up in the community to really enforce those. If we can go to the next slide, but you are always welcome to read through our vision, values, and mission on our website at vlrgaming.com. And you can click on the About page. We'll also post a link here in the chat in just a moment. If we could go to the next slide, please. So, our executive team, myself, Prophet, CEO, I handle most of the day-to-day. Everyone kind of reports back to me before making any final decisions on various different topics. And I'll have Catastrophic introduce himself.
Yeah, I'm Catastrophic. I'm the COO. I handle a lot more of the business things on the behind the scenes stuff. So partnerships, stream, like game sponsors, other things like that. The website, merch, etc. Jet.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jet. I'm the creative director and one of the founders of Valor. I am the one that does everything creative, I guess, from content to our branding to event production, such as the pet battle stream, as we mentioned, that we did yesterday, which was a ton of fun. So I'm just here to enhance the community experience and get the community engaged and see what we can do and just have fun with it. So that's what Valor is all about, and that's what we like to portray in our creative direction. So that's basically what I do here. Phil.
All right, first I want to apologize to everyone because I'm on my phone. So if my audio quality is bad, again, sorry. I'm Fel. I'm the esports. Yeah. I'm Fel. I'm the esports director for Valor Gaming. I manage all of our competitive teams from rating, M plus, and PvP. I help oversee any sort of issues, any support, any materials, anything that the teams need to be successful. Help oversee tournaments, whether they're in-house or external, to get our teams into them, make sure they understand what they're needing to do, and provide as much support from the executive side of things to the teams. If you have any questions, you can always feel free to ask me about joining any of our teams, or check us out under the server guide. I will pass it back to Prophet.
Perfect. So Milk's not here, but he is our CFO, so he handles a lot of the back end, working with Catastrophic on our finances, the supporter roles, keeping track of bank. So if you're on a competitive team for Valor and your repair bills are not high enough, you would blame Milk for that. He makes those final decisions. Definitely not me. I have nothing to do with it. Please blame Milk. We'll go on to the next slide. All right, so a couple of role announcements this month. So for those of you who are new, I know we have a couple of newer guild members here in the chat. So the town hall is a good time for us to make any of these types of announcements for you to, meet the leadership team. We'll ask various questions throughout and then have kind of like a Q&A at the end. And just go over any new partnerships, sponsors, events, anything that's coming up. So big thing that I want to share is a couple new recruiters. So we have Raju and Cadis. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Joining Dank for the recruiting team. So they'll be helping out with raid recruiting, community recruiting, the different teams, everything like that. We have Sully taking over for the Prism team as their raid lead. We're really excited about that. I've gotten the chance to see his raid leading in action on Bronze, and I'm very happy with the decision that was made to get him into that role. I think that team's going to continue to do big things next season. So really hype about that. And then we have Nomi stepping down from Valor Prism raid lead to take over the Academy lead role. I am beyond excited for that. And I've gone through many conversations with Nomi about our vision and plans for Academy, which we're going to talk about in a slide coming up here shortly. But I think you guys will really like the changes and the new renewed vision for that. Not going to go through every Valor staff member this time around, but we do, if you go to our website and you click on the careers page or the staff page, you can see our leadership and the various different roles that they have. We also do have various openings. As always, we're looking for additional community moderators as we continue to grow. This is crucial to managing the Discord and all the various events that we have going on. So if you're interested in that type of role, it would be welcoming new members, showing people around the Discord, answering moderation tickets, handling guild invites, that type of thing. Just keeping the chats going. We are also looking for a charitable events coordinator. So you would work with primarily Catastrophic and Pit, as well as myself. You'd be handling all of our various charity streams, not like the actual stream themselves, but kind of more the back end. And you're basically a project manager for all of our charity events. So whether it's working with Pause Your Game, Stack Up, any of the other organizations that we're going to be working with. We're also looking for a merch shop manager, basically just managing the shop itself, answering any tickets related to those, working with the merch designer that we're also looking for. This way we can start adding more things to the shop, which we're also going to talk about towards the end of this town hall. Some things that we're planning for the next couple months for some new merch. And by Faras's request, some kind of Valor Guy booty mousepad or something. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but we're also looking for additional graphic designers just to help out with more back-end stuff, streamers, various different design, things like that. Video editing, this is a huge one. We really need people that are interested in video editing. These are volunteer roles, but we can help you kind of get started in the gaming industry. We do also have a lot of contacts outside of Valor, so if that's something you're interested in, please let us know. We're also looking for a social media manager just to help out with all of the different social media platforms, and we are looking for an esports assistant specifically for our Mythic Plus teams. You would be reporting directly to Fel here, making sure the teams have everything that they need, that they're staying organized, they're signing up for tournaments when, or at least alerted of tournaments when they are available. So MDI, DDI, different things like that. So any interest there, please head down to the ticket system or the server guide, open up a mod ticket, let us know which role you're interested in. Even if you just want to discuss it, have questions, anything like that. And if there isn't a role listed here that you think you would be good for, that you would love to discuss with us, if you think that there's something missing that we should be adding, we'd love to talk to you about that as well. So by all means, please head over to mod request and let's get those conversations going. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. I'm going to bring Sick in, our community manager, and he will talk about things going on in the community.
Sure, I was slightly distracted in chat. So yes, hello, I'm Sick. So a couple things here you're going to see that are not live. They're going to be live as soon as this slide or town hall rather is done. As you all know, we are approaching the end of season 2. So with that, we're going to do another Valor survey. I will be posting that shortly after the town hall is done. So at y'all's earliest convenience, can you fill that out for us, please? All that feedback will help us continue to grow and evolve and adjust things that we may not know of immediately. And your input is vital to that. And also too, with throughout our Discord, we still do have our feedback channels and suggestions channels. So feel free anytime to utilize that, or just reach out to me directly if you're not comfortable with that, and we'll definitely see what suggestions we can take in and how we can evolve that and make it better. As some of you may be aware or have seen, we have a giveaway for ESO, and coinciding with that, we made a post a while back as well. We are now venturing into Elder Scrolls Online as well as a Valor community. Tilly Andrus, and if I butchered that, I apologize, but y'all know how I am with words and numbers and pretty much everything. So he will be leading the charge over there. And we also, if someone could link the channel, we have a dedicated Discord channel for Elder Scrolls Online as well. Community raid, as most of you know, we have been zug-zugging essentially. So moving forward, we will be doing a heroic skip starting this coming Saturday. So we can try to get some folks some AOTC before the season ends, which feels like is like 4 or 5 weeks away. We don't have a definitive date, but we want to get that rolling. The July Community Game Night poll is live, so if you haven't cast ye vote, go ahead and do so. It's always a great time. You don't necessarily have to play. We usually have someone sharing a screen, and you can just kind of sit there and vibe with us. A good chunk of the time, it's just people allegedly picking on me anyway. So it's a good time most of the time. And again, as a general reminder, I know, especially now that we have a CE kill under our belt, congratulations yet again to Blue. We're going to get more and more new folks and exposure, if you will. So with that comes sometimes the bot accounts and just suspicious activity. So as always, if you see something, say something type scenario, reach out to myself if you ever get like unwarranted DMs and it just kind of rubs you the wrong way. Maybe nothing, but I'd rather just, take care of it then and now, because if you're getting a DM, someone else may be too. You can go to the next slide as well, please. Oh, yes. So then I alluded to this last town hall, but it is ready to go. We will be posting, or rather, I will be posting the actual information as soon as we're done here. We have a contest going for who wants to be a goblinaire. The goblins, as clever as they are, have put Easter eggs throughout all 3 episodes that we have live on our YouTube channel, which is, again, the link will show you where to access those. And there are Easter eggs. So if you can find said Easter eggs, there will be a submission form in that link to submit your answers. The following town hall, if you answer correctly, we will be putting that into essentially a raffle, and the winner of that will be getting a $50 gift card to Steam. So again, I will be posting all that relatively shortly after town hall, so keep an eye out for that. And again, it's really fun stuff, and I have to give the team behind Goblinaire. They have done so much work on this, and these little Easter eggs are really clever. So, definitely give it your best shot. And who doesn't, want $50, right? All those wonderful Steam games. And there's a Steam sale going on. So, that aligns pretty well. I think it ends then. But anywho, you can go to the next slide. All right, so a few things coming up. We have New York Comic Con right around the corner. I know there's talk of some Valor folks possibly going. So maybe in the live channel, we can get someone going. If there's a bunch of people interested in going, let us know. Because I know myself is writing the idea of going, and I think some others. So if we can get some interest, maybe a lot of us will go. Thank you, Recut. I figured as soon as I said it, I was wrong. Also, with another con, we have TwitchCon, which is going their 10th anniversary on the 17th through 19th in California. They're, again, celebrating their 10th anniversary. Always some cool stuff there. I myself am not going, but others may be. So speak up in the Life and Hobbies chat, and maybe you can meet up with some folks if they are going. Moving on, we had the Pet Battle PvP finals, as Prophet touched on earlier. Great turnout, nearly 55, 60 people consistently. But we actually have the finals next week. I believe that is Saturday. I want to say it's Saturday, but don't want to jinx myself. Yes, next Saturday. So please join us for the finals, where the winner of today's European bracket will be facing the winner of yesterday's North American bracket. And again, yesterday we raised nearly $750 towards the Pause Your Game charity. I know they're streaming cash right now for Starship. They are hosting the EU version or bracket of the tournament, and I can't quite see how they're doing, but I'm sure they're raising equally as much. Great organization. And then, as we alluded to many times in chat so far, BlizzCon 2026 is still around the corner. We don't have any. Actually, I think there are definitive dates now. I think it's September 16th through 19th. I'm pretty sure. So don't quote me on that. But that's gonna be around the corner, and I'm pretty sure a good chunk of Valor folks will be going. So keep an eye out for that. And we also do have a BlizzCon channel to help coordinate some things. You can go to the next slide, please. Updates. As most of y'all know, we have a pretty heavy. A lot of y'all probably came from Guilds of WoW, or if not word of mouth. But we highly, highly encourage you, if you have not done so, to please register your account or your Blizzard account, World of Warcraft account through Guilds of WoW. It just helps overall statistics. It helps us also keep our #1 spot on Guilds of WoW, which we have been holding strong now for quite some time. As most of y'all know, we merged Valor 1 and Valor 2 in essence because it made more sense to have everyone in Valor 1 under the same umbrella, so that way we could share the same community experience. You know, nothing changed with the raid teams or anything like that. All we did essentially is saying, all right, well, if you're on this team and you're only in Valor 2, we're just going to put you all in Valor 1. So that way, when you log in, you still have that active participating community that you've known to come and love of Valor. And again, as I touched upon already, with now that we've had teams blowing their goals out of the water, you know, mythic rating, mythic teams with keys, we anticipate the same volume of growth next season, and we're pushing already 1,500 members active in this Discord as well. And below, we can see, as most of y'all have probably seen me cause panic, we're constantly having to remove some inactives. And those are normally like 4 or 5 month inactives. And again, for some reason, if you are ever removed because of that, reach out, we'll get you back in. But as you can see, we're pretty much at cap every other day, so that's why we have to do this. But right now, with the top item level of 684, we are having Kranto taking the lead. It's a very close tie to, I think it's like a decimal point difference between the top two. So maybe next town hall, we'll see another person take the top. And then we have the highest M+ rating, which is Hex at 3767. Highest PvP, 3101 with Julio, sorry, sorry. Highest honor level is 828 at Hoot Heals. And highest achievement points, holding strong, is Lucky's Mage at 49,135. And you can go to the next slide. And caw. Kept seeing it pop up, so I'd say it. And I believe this is Fel.
Yep, let's bring Fel back in. Thank you, Sick. Just a couple of notes on that. Could we go back one slide, please? Sorry to... Oh. Spoilers.
Oh, God, what I miss?
The merging of Valor 1 and Valor 2. I just want to follow up kind of on Sick on that. So, again, this wasn't for any specific reason other than we didn't want to separate the community. We noticed that a lot of people applying didn't want to join the smaller quote-unquote guild. They wanted to be part of the bigger one. And then a lot of the conversations that we were having, it just made more sense to bring everybody under one. With that said, especially as we get closer to the next expansion, obviously season 3 will be a big part of this, but going into the next expansion, we're going to start removing a lot of the inactives. So if you haven't logged on for at least the last 5 months, I would expect your character to get removed. Again, if it's a new main, we can add it back. If you prefer to put it in Valor 2, that would be fantastic. That would be super helpful for us. It's just we're going to be clearing out a lot of inactive characters because I think at the beginning of the War Within, I think we removed like 200 people the week that the game launched because we had so many new people coming in. There were days online that we had 160, 170 people online at one specific time. So expect that, if it's not a character that you're playing, let's move it over to Valor 2. If it's, you have a character in Valor 2 that you want to move back, that's perfectly fine. We're happy to do so. It's just we want to make room to bring in as many new people as we can. So, sorry, if we can go back to the raid slide and we'll bring Fel in.
Thank you, Prophet. Thank you, Sick. So, as Sick mentioned earlier, with Valor Blue, their goal was cutting edge this season. After 5 seasons of being around, going through all their hurdles of forming a raid team, this was the first season that they did hit CE. They got Gallywix down 2 weeks ago on the 18th. So big shout out to Valor Blue for helping achieve Valor's first CE. Uh, I'm gonna say it in front of everybody. I said it on stream already, but I got CE. You fuck. Get off my back. You guys didn't know. It's for the last, I think, 4 seasons now? I think we started in season 3. Prophet has been every single season telling me to get CE, you fuck. So it was really nice getting to shove that back in his face.
We'll ignore the part where he jumped off the edge.
Yeah. We have that clip. We can play that later for everybody, right? Ravens is our mid to late Mythic Prog team. They've been doing phenomenally this season as well. I know they've hit a couple of road bumps, but they've been working through them amazingly. The raid team themselves has been working diligently. The leadership on that team has been working endlessly to also make sure that they hit their goal. They just very recently last week got down Sprocketmonger, which I know was a big sigh of relief. I know all of Valor Blue, even when we were progging re-clearing, we were watching them. We were super excited for them to get that kill. So congratulations on hitting 5 out of 8. Prism is currently on a 2-week break. This will be, I think, the second week that they're going to be on it. Sully or Nomi, please correct me if I'm wrong. They are early to mid Mythic Prog team. They are currently sitting at 2 out of 8. After the break, there's going to be a team meeting, and they are looking for more recruits. So please feel free to apply. They will be pushing again, hopefully before the end of the season, to try to get at least one more boss down. Insight is currently one of our teams that is on hold. We're building that team up right now. They're also going to be an AOTC team into early Mythic Prog. So if you are interested, they are a weekend raid team. We have more information in the server guide if you are looking to apply to that team. Valor Beyond is also one of our raid teams. They raid Saturdays and Sundays from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern. They're also an AOTC early Mythic Prog team. They're also currently 2 out of 8 and continuing to prog on Rick Reverb right now as well. And Valor Bronze is, as if you guys didn't know, is our beginner-friendly, more casual raid team, and their goal has been normal. This is the second season they've been around. Both seasons now they have crushed their goal. This season they went above and beyond and knocked out AOTC very early in compared to last season. So we are very proud to see that team growing and becoming a lot faster with their clears, and just seeing players grow and become better raiders is phenomenal. If you are interested in applying to any of our teams there, please head over to the server guide, click on apply for team, and it'll give you a breakdown of all the teams, and it'll open a channel, and one of our recruiters will get in touch with you. And we can go to the next slide. Our Mythic Plus teams. Our Mythic Plus teams are competitive teams within Valor that compete with set goals for the season, as well as compete within a variety of tournaments, whether it's something like as big as the MDI or something more community based like the DDI. We had 3 teams compete this season. We would have had a 4th, but some things came up with the roster, so they were unable to participate. But it's not an issue. We have next season for them to join. I know they're going to do phenomenal. Right now, we have a good handful of teams. Some of them are currently recruiting. Some of them are just prepping to start running. And it's really the teams don't really have a bare minimum goal. Anybody can make a team as by applying through the server guide for applying to a Mythic Plus team or opening a mod ticket. I will chat with you if you are interested in creating your own Mythic Plus team to have a more consistent team you want to run with. As you can see, the goals for all of our teams vary really anywhere from 2,500 all the way up to title push teams, which some of these teams are getting very, very close to hitting that goal before the end of the season. I want to make a special shout out to Valor Onyx, Valor Eclipse, and Valor Crimson for participating in the DDI that just happened 2 weekends ago, or a weekend ago. For Valor Onyx, they were in the Dalaran League. They placed 4th place overall. That was one of the largest leagues amongst the DDI groupings. So great job, Valor Onyx. They've participated in every single DDI since Valor started hosting Mythic Plus teams, and they have been our most consistent team with always being there, always putting their best foot forward. Valor Eclipse is a new team this season. They placed in the Undermine League. They placed 2nd, which was the highest league in the DDI. For their first season, placing 2nd, they only lost out to a MDI team that a slightly larger, more competitive guild has. So huge shout out to those guys for doing such an amazing job. And Valor Crimson is also another new team. They were in the Dornogal League. They placed 3rd place overall in that league. So again, big shout out to Valor Crimson for participating. If you are interested in joining any of the teams that are listed there, or want to join or create your own Mythic Plus team, make sure you head over to Server Guide and apply to a team, or open a mod ticket if you're interested in applying for a team leadership spot. We can head over to the next slide. Our PvP teams, we're currently in the process of rebuilding the PvP teams. PvP's been in a lull this season after talking to the PvP captain, Toasty especially. He's let me know that PvP hasn't really been as big as he thought it was going to be this season. PvE has been a huge focus, but it seems like PvP has kind of been neglected. I know the Valor Red team has been playing threes pretty diligently this season. Toasty, Jekyll, they're always on. Gumball and a couple others. And if you are interested in the PvP section, please make sure to reach out through the apply for a team channel under Server Guide. And Toasty, Jekyll, or one of the other PvP leads will definitely get in touch with you on in regards to that. Oops, sorry. Being on my phone is really weird. Yeah, we can go to the next slide. Sorry. And then I will pass this back over to Prophet.
All right, coming in for the Academy changes. All right. Again, as I said earlier, we're welcoming Nomi as the new Academy lead, and we're also going to discuss some changes here. So originally, the Academy program was meant so that we had various mentors. So the hopeful goal back then was to have 10 or 15 different mentors with different specialities, so that when people open tickets, those mentors could hop in and answer them. We've had some challenges with that, just because not everybody's going to be an expert in every single category. So how we're going to do it going forward is, instead of having mentors, if somebody opens an Academy ticket for assistance, Nomi will grab that ticket. He will review with that person, and then he will reach out to somebody in the community, specifically or typically somebody that's on a higher end competitive team, depending on what the request is, to have them jump into that ticket and assist the person that has the questions. Obviously there'll be some differences. If somebody's looking for pet battle help, or something quest related, something like that, it'd be just typically not a raid member, but he'll work with the community to figure out who's the best fit to respond to that. We also have 2 new channels that are going to be posted in starting in the next couple of days. So we're going to have a Academy Tips channel. This is where Nomi is going to post 1 to 2 articles per month. Typically, they will be based on some feature within WoW, or a patch, an update, class changes, things like that are specific to whatever is happening in WoW that month. If there's kind of a lull, then it could be about something during the season that's happening. So specific dungeons, or maybe something that a lot of people aren't familiar with. Like, a lot of new players aren't familiar with the garrison system, so maybe he'll post a guide about that. we're not trying to compete with Wowhead or Icy Veins here. These are going to be very basic tips to get you started, and they'll link to bigger articles that'll be more in depth. And then at the end of each month, he'll take those articles and he's going to post them in the other new channel called Academy Archive. So they'll be removed from the main channel and put into the archive channel. This way, anybody that comes into the Discord can always look back at that archive, and they'll be categorized by the type of guide or tip that they are. And you can go in there, look through them, and then they won't get lost in the main channel because it'll just be whatever topic that we're covering that month. If there's any questions or feedback on that, this is a whole new system for us, so we would love for you to reach out to Nomi or open up a mod ticket or an academy ticket, and we'll review those. Will it be per spec or per class? It's going to be a little bit of both. It just depends on what the theme is or what we're posting about. We're also looking for suggestions as well, like Nomi just said there. If you have a specific guide that you think would be helpful or specific information that might be helpful or that you want to learn more about, please reach out to Nomi by opening up a mod ticket there and give us that feedback. We're also going to have the monthly workshops return. We haven't done one of these almost this entire expansion, but we did do them every month in the last couple seasons in Dragonflight. So these are going to be a similar format to this town hall. It'll be a live Q&A session where Nomi or somebody that he brings in to lead that workshop will have a specific topic. They'll discuss that topic, answer any questions on it. So for example, let's say it's professions. We'll cover some basics of professions, getting started, the new systems for professions and leveling those, answer any questions that way, how the crafting order system works, things like that. And then maybe in a couple months, we'll do a more advanced version of that profession thing where it covers even more in depth. Like I said, we're getting rid of the mentors for now, but there will be some other opportunities to join the academy team in the future. So we can keep an eye out for that. Our goal right now, as we've said the past couple of town hall, is cleaning up all the different systems that we have. We want to perfect what we have before we add new things. We have some things in progress in the background that will help us get to where we want to be. So it's not like we're removing everything and not expanding anymore. We're just trying to clean up what we have and get that organized, and then we'll move on from there. Before we go to the next slide, is there any questions specific to Academy that we can address right now? I know this was a big part of Valor's past and something that we're really happy to be restructuring and getting that going again. Nomi can certainly be your IRL mentor, but I might question that. Just kidding. We love Nomi. Okay, let's jump into the next slide. All right, some Rumble updates. As always, the Warcraft Rumble Guild is always hitting their goals. They have not missed a season. They've hit goal every single season since the game released. If you're not aware, you no longer just have to play this on mobile. There is a desktop app through the Battle.net launcher. We want to give a huge shout out to Rhino here, who's led the Rumble Guild since like season 2 or 3, maybe even season 1. I don't remember, honestly. It's since the game came out, but he is a champ when it comes to everything. But we love, yeah, the little mascot looks like Rhino. I did that on purpose. Thank you for your appreciation. Rumble is free to play, yes. You do not have to purchase anything. There are packs you can buy in the game, but they are not required or necessary at all. And Rhino, if you can confirm, do we currently have any spots open? I believe we do. And if you're interested in getting involved there or have any questions, you can go up to channels and roles and unlock the Rumble channel and go from there. Cool. We'll go to the next slide. And I believe we're bringing in Jet to discuss content.
Hey, that's me.
That's you.
That's me. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Valor Town Hall. We didn't mention this earlier, but if you want to join in the conversation while we are doing Town Hall, there's a little chat box on the right-hand side of your screen during the Town Hall, and that's usually where we start memeing for various reasons. And then also we will be doing a group photo at the end of town hall, as is tradition. And so if you wanted to get an invite to that, I'm not sure who is the leader in game. I'm not in game, but we do make a little group for the town hall group shot. And so if you wanted to get in game and get in the picture. But going on to content updates, we are working on VALOR Gaming's Who Wants to Be a Goblinaire. We have episode 3, which is our latest episode with Laria. That's out now. Episode 4 will premiere soon, featuring Rolly Rods. Also, our Pet Battle PvP World Finals will be on Valor's Twitch channel. That's coming up Saturday, July 5th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you get up nice and early, make yourself a cup of coffee, and join in the fun for the World Finals. This is really exciting for Valor, and we're really happy to be partnered up with the Pet Battle PvP tournament, who will also be rebranding and renaming to the Pet Masters League. So that's also going to be a lot of fun. Ongoing for content is our Valor Community Spotlights, which you can find at valorgaming.com. We do have a social media manager opening, so please, if you have any interest in that, you can open a mod ticket or you could reach out. Either one works, but we really, really are trying to grow our social media presence and get content out on there. We did have somebody in that role doing a great job. That was Helix, but you know, he had a child, and obviously that is very reasonable for him to sort of step away from that role. So please, if you are interested, once again, you can open a ticket. We're really looking for help there.
For
Also,
further note, leadership moving forward is banned from having children. Thank you.
So that's not true. But anyways, another thing I wanted to mention, going on to the next slide. But first, it's / socials in Discord. That will bring up all of our social media. So please drop us a follow. Those numbers go a long way for the stuff that we're able to do with Valor and for the community. Going on to our stream team. So this is also where I wanted to mention and welcome Weathers, aka Admirath. He will be assisting me with the stream team lead and management role. So thank you so much, Weathers, for joining the leadership team. Oops. Yes. Okay. So we are always accepting and revising stream team applications. Currently, a little bit of a hold just because of IRL with me and not really being able to get together with Admirath to go over this stuff, full disclosure, just because of everything else that's going on. But we have a lot of stream team members, as you could see there on the left-hand side. That is the list of our current active stream team members. So please be sure to go follow them on Twitch. If somebody could link our Twitch team, that would be great. Over in our chat, click on that. You'll see an entire list of our stream team, and if you would go give them a follow, that would be awesome. So yeah, go to apply for team in the server guide and apply for the stream team in Discord. Another thing that we have ongoing is our recruitment video. So we want you to be part of something special. We are currently in the process of putting together a guild and community recruiting video to showcase the diversity and passions within our community. So whether you're a streamer, artist, or somebody who just loves the community, we invite you to submit your content for consideration. You know, it could be something that you already have. It could be something that you make specifically for Valor. But we're just looking for some positive input from our community to you know, showcase the kind of community that we have. So if you're ready to submit, just reach out. or submit a mod ticket in the server guide. And we'll be working on that a lot next month. And with that, I will pass it on to Catastrophic. And thank you all for being here, by the way.
Yeah, so we'll talk about the supporters. If you didn't know, you can support Valor financially at the top of the Discord from the server shop section. We have 3 tiers there that are kind of outlined here that show the benefits of each. But each town hall, we just like to call out and thank all of us, our supporters who help us fund the expenses on the back end, which there are. There's a lot of upkeep just in maintaining operational costs as well as doing events, doing giveaways, things of that nature. So thank you again to everyone who is a Valor supporter. There's your own little channel that has different perks and things of that. And of course, if there's any feedback or suggestions or thoughts of ways to make this program better, let us know. But as you can see, there's the kind of benefits right there on the screen of things that you can get for each one of those. So again, truly, it does really help. There are quite a few costs that go into running this business. And so every little bit and every bit of support truly means the world. So thank you so much for that. We can go to the next slide. Another way that you can support Valor is by supporting the partners we work with. We talk a ton about Guilds of WoW and StackUp, and rightfully so. They are incredible organizations and really good. They have good product offerings, obviously, with Guilds of WoW, etc. We also partner with Arma, who runs our jerseys, which we'll talk a little bit more on the merch side. But we have other partners that we do content with and things of that nature. If there are other organizations that you think would be good fits for Valor or have good offerings for the community that maybe we can get discount codes or product or anything like that, again, open a mod ticket, let us know, give us some suggestions, and we will do our best to look into it. But we're always happy to partner with like-minded organizations and charitable causes. So some of those that we've worked with in the past, obviously StackUp, Make-A-Wish Dungeon Dojo, and then also through our Pride collection, all the profits sold from the Pride line on merch goes to the Trevor Project, which is an incredible organization as well. So something we're really proud to do and continue to expand on. We can go into the next slide. And then merch, like I discussed and like Prophet discussed at the beginning. So we have 2 different sections. You can find both of them at shop.vlrgaming.com. So that has our baseline merch that'll load you there. And then if you go into the upper right section of the menu, you'll see the jersey shop, which will take you to our Arma store. But we're always looking to add more products and things like that. Like Prophet mentioned, we're looking for a merch shop manager as well as a merch designer. So if you have any of those skill sets, please open a mod ticket and I'll connect with you on that. But there's a lot of different options that we can add. And we're really just limited by graphic design and things of that nature and merch design. But yes, so our Pride collection ends at the end of this month. And it goes back in the vaults until next year. So last call on that. And again, all profits from the Pride collection go straight to the Trevor Project. And we did just add the baseball jerseys to the Arma store. So check those out as well. But again, any ideas, any things of that nature, we don't have access to every product type under the sun, but we have quite a bit. So if you have suggestions on things you want to see, such as a onesie, etc., let us know, and we will take a look into it to see if we can. But again, oh, thank you, Rhino. If once you get your merch take a picture and post it in the Valor Pride section. We love seeing all that. So you can show off all your new swag. And we can go to the next slide.
All right, thanks everybody. So this is a time we're at the end of the town hall presentation. So if anybody has any questions, any feedback, anything like that, feel free to post that now here in the chat. We are going to do an in-game screenshot together. So if you'd like to be involved in that, please join the game and press 1 in the guild chat. We'll get you invited. If you could, please just line up around me once you're in the group, and we'll get a good photo. If you're not comfortable with asking your questions here in the chat, you can always open up a mod ticket and only the leadership can see that. If you're not comfortable with that, you can absolutely DM any of us anytime. And then if you'd like it to be even more anonymous, our HR rep is always available. That would be Sparks. You can reach out to her. We do have mouse pads, however, they are on the shop. They're under... Good question. I don't remember which category they're under. But we will be adding more. They're under the gaming collection at the very top, but we will be adding more designs, hopefully within the next month, because I want to have a mouse pad that has all of our new graphics on it, the new kind of chibi art style that we have. So we will be working on that. Which link has the sub? If you just, in the Discord, if you go to the very top of the Discord and you click on server shop, it's right there. Or that link right there that Sick just posted. Yeah, we will have team-specific merch coming out as soon as we are able to get those designed. Hopefully, again, within the next month or two at the very latest. I'd like to have them ideally before Season 3. One thing that's... let me know in the chat if you guys would buy this. One thing I'd like to do is at the end of each season is have graphics designed specific to each theme, but it would be the chibi characters of everybody that's on that team that season, with their achievements for that specific season. I think that would be really cool. You know, have all of the team's characters on like a poster or a print or even a mouse pad. Not like on a shirt or anything, but I think like a poster. And then have the team logo, their achievements, you know, for example, for Blue, you know, cutting edge, whatever their team did that season. Sorry, fella, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, you're all good. I was just gonna say, probably not amazing for the summer to buy these, but if you are a enjoyer of joggers, for the fall and winter, the Valor joggers that we have on the merch shop are the comfiest things I've ever bought in my life, and I'm obsessed with them. And I'm probably gonna buy 3 more pairs. If you like them, 100% recommend them.
Oh yeah. If we could link the suggestions channel in the chat as well, just so everybody knows that that is there, the feedback. We do have a section for merch in there too, so if you have any ideas, suggestions, please let us know. We're going to look at doing team-specific jerseys through... So we have 2 shops. It's all under the one link, but we use Fourth Wall for the base merch, and we use Arma for like official jerseys. The problem with using Arma is it costs anywhere between $30 and $50 for each jersey to be designed. So if we do team-specific ones through that, it's going to get really expensive. But we may be able to do something through the base merch. So we're looking at that. That is something we're looking into.